Week 10, welcome to my blog. Week 9 brought a lot of excitement throughout the league. I want to personally congratulate Peyton Manning on tying Vikings Hall of Fame quarterback Fran Tarkenton for 4th in career victories, 125 wins, and becoming the first player in NFL history to throw for 40,000 yards in one decade. Wow, that's just so amazing for somebody to throw that many yards. And I also want to give a shout out to Drew Brees for his valiant effort for not giving up when being behind for the 3rd time this season and showing the NFL the Saints are for real and are strong contenders. And here are my picks for Week 10. At quarterback, Tom Brady. He'll be facing a Colts defense that's not playing well against the pass. And the Colts lost All-Pro safety Bob Sanders for the year. So that's good news for Brady and Moss, who look like they're in rhythm right now. At running back, I'm going with Vikings, Adrian Peterson. Should be well rested. Look for some explosive numbers against Detroit Lions. And my other running back I'm going with is Panthers' DeAngelo Williams. Had some great numbers against the Saints last week. 21 carries for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. He enjoyed competing against running backs on the opposing side of the field. So look for him to put up some great numbers and watching what Michael Turner's doing, and he's going to try to outperform him. So DeAngelo is going to look forward to having a big week this week. I know he's ready to rock and roll. At wide receiver, I'm going with Saints' Marcus Colson. He'll definitely roast the Rams secondary with some huge fantasy numbers this week. The other wide receiver I'm going with Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald, who loves playing against the Seattle, which, he puts up great numbers against those guys all the time. So look for some great fantasy numbers this week from Larry Fitzgerald. At tight end, I'm going with Colts Dallas Clark. He'll have a big day in the red zone against the Patriots. Last week he caught over 14 passes, and I'm pretty sure Peyton Manning will be looking for him quite a bit against the Patriots, because he will be in trouble with the rush that the Patriots would put on him. So Dallas Clark probably catch at least 8 to 10 passes this week. At kicker, I'm going with Jeff Reed, Steelers kicker Jeff Reed. He could have a busy day against the Bengals, kicking a lot of field goals. It's tough to score on Cincinnati's defense at home, and they're playing some really good football. They're leading their conference 6-2, and man, it's amazing, how they came from adversity and came back, and now they're leading their division. On defense, I'm going with Vikings. The Vikings will definitely crush the Lions' offense. I'm looking for Jared and the Wynn brothers to get at least 5 or 6 sacks in this game, 3 interceptions. It should be a blowout. The team to watch, New England Patriots versus the Colts. I can't wait for this showdown. We have the NFL's 2 best quarterbacks going against each other, and trust me, there's no love lost between these 2 teams. I'm going with the Pats to upset the Colts 30-21 to give the Colts their first loss of the year. In a must start, I'm going with Falcons running back Michael Turner, who's running on fire. He had a big game last week against the Redskins for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns. Look for him to light it up this week. In must start, I'm going with Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. He's definitely stepping up his game and showing the league who's the best team in the AFC North. And a must sit, I'm going with Cedric Benson, Bengals Cedric Benson. He had a great game against the Ravens last week, and 4 weeks before that he had another 100 yards against these guys. And he's playing some good football, but I think this week he's going to be a little dry. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to definitely wrap him up, and he won't have the success he had against the Ravens. So the Steelers are playing good football right now, so I don't foresee him doing well this week. A must sit, I'm going with Seattle Seahawk Julius Jones. He'll have a tough time running against a really tough front against the Cardinals. Their front 4 are pretty violent, so I don't think he's going to have that many yards. And sleeper, I'm going with Cardinals wide receiver Steve Breaston. He should be the beneficiary of Seahawks double covering on Larry Fitzgerald. Look for him to put up some surprising numbers this week, so he could be the go-to guy. So look out for him. I just want to say, all you fantasy players out there, good luck with all your picks, and I wish you all do well. And I'll see you next week.